Okay, we're going to try this again. I don't know what's going on. Is there any sound at all? Hey, Julia. Hey, Linda. Is this any better? How's the sound? This is hard for me to check the sound. I hear you. Okay. Sound is okay and the picture's okay. Because this is the second try again went to show. It just went out again. Okay, so we're going to tonight, you go to the thrift store, you find cups, saucers, and stuff, but sometimes there's some imperfections. So tonight, what we're going to do, this is a beautiful teacup here. And I'm on my laptop, so I don't know which way to go. And so I glued this down using E6000. And then when you turn it around, you see the little gnome family in there. So tonight, it's still a little choppy. I think my internet is just messed up tonight. I don't know. I may not be able to do this. Because I've tried this. Let me try. I'm going to try one more thing at the same time and see which one works best. Ugh. I was trying to get to the other thing. Let's see. I don't know how to enhance the signal or anything. Much better. See, I see like the messages are coming. Oh, I see what's going on. It's much better. But I just went out again. So I don't know. I'm going to hurry up and do it really quick then, okay? It won't stay on long. Or maybe it'll get better with time. I don't know. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to use teacups and saucers to create a little vignette. And the teacup tonight that I'm going to use, the saucer was good, but the teacup had a couple of issues, a couple of little cracks and stuff. Right there was a crack. Right there is a crack. Move slowly. Okay. So, and I am using hot glue. I don't recommend using hot glue for this. I do recommend using like E6000 or something. Tonight I will be using hot glue just to get the process done. Let me finish taking this piece of glue off. You can see that crack right there in that cup. So when I put this together, I put the crack down on the plate. Okay. So I would just find where the crack is and put some glue there to hold it to the. So that's the first step. Also, I think my light is too bright tonight. Okay, so, and what I'm going to be dressing is this little doll here. And she does have a little boo-boo on her foot. I don't know if you can see that. So, first thing I'm going to do is create her a little dress. And I have some tulle here. And this is a no-sew project. I take a piece of tulle and I measure how long I need the tulle to be for her. And to save time, I'm going to take my tulle and fold it. So when I cut, I only have to cut one time. Oh, and if you live in North Carolina and live in the close to Winston-Salem, we're having a meetup on Friday. We're going to meet at the Goodwill Outlet or the Goodwill Bins in Winston-Salem. So if you live over that way, join us. So this is an awesome project with, okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on her back. And then to gather this tulle, what I'm going to do, you probably should be wearing some mitts or something with this, them little finger protectors. And I'm going to create this to make it almost like a tutu, basically is what it is. Then I'm going to raise her arm up, put some more hot glue on her. And all you're doing is pushing it in place with your fingers. You get a lot of glue on your fingers, but this is a low temp glue gun, I think, because this glue isn't like super hot. Hey, Norma Jean. I was just telling them about the meetup we're going to have on Friday. And if they live in the area, stop by and meet us. And you can see how her little dress is beginning to stand out. Got a little bit more to go. Okay. Hey, Nancy, how are you? So now, since I have some of this tulle left, I'm going to give it a second layer of tulle to make her dress really, really full. And I don't worry too much about having it straight because I'm going to take my scissors at the end and just cut it if need be. I'm not sure if I need to cut it. Get that a little closer to the screen for you. Normally I'd be on my iPad, but my iPad just was not picking up at all this evening. The little doll came in a bag of stuff that I had bought. But if you go to like Michael's or someplace, over in the department where you get the stuff like party goods, by the baby shower stuff, you'll see some little dolls. Okay, so that's the first step for her. So her little dress is on now. So I got to remember the camera's like directly in front of me. So now that I'm going to have her standing over to the side of the cup probably. I'm not real sure because I kind of go with the flow. So the next thing I'm going to do is to decorate my cup. Mr. Green, could you come and kind of turn this light down a little bit, please? Well, I mean, and see, I won't do me any good to get up to do it because I cannot see. If you'll kind of like aim it down, okay, let me hold this up and see. See if you can turn it off, please. It's right there. The switch is right there. Okay. Yeah, I like it with no light better. Thank you. Okay, so there she is with her little gathers on there. And then the next step I'm going to do, I have some little lace. I have two kinds of lace. I think Jody Renshaw sent me this lace here. So I could put a little layer of lace on her. Yeah, I kind of like that lace. What you think? Can you see the lace? I don't know. I am not used to using this at all. Oh, I like that little angle better. Okay, so I'm going to use this little bit of lace here on it. Yeah, she is going to have some wings. She have wings. You'll see in just a minute. She is going to have some wings. So what I did this time was to put the hot glue right on the lace. And that's gathering the little lace up for me. And, you know, if you were making this for a bridal gift, you could make a bride. It's a lot of different things you could do with this. See how that little lace is gathering? And I'm not going to worry about it going all the way around the back. Okay. Going to put that right on her right there. Yep. So now what I'm going to do is put the lace, put some hot glue right across the front and lay that right on her front. So it's almost like a little pinafore she has on now. Let me show you that up close. See how pretty that's looking? The wall art. This picture here, I painted that picture in 1993, it looks like. And this one here, I painted, probably, I can't see the date, like 2000 or something. And hopefully I can get back to painting and even do a couple of painting tutorials. Okay, so now there she is with that part done. So what I'm going to do now is tie a little teeny bow if I have some ribbon. Well, we're going to come back to that. We're going to go to this part here again, to the little cup. If the lace was on top, yes. And a lot of times I do use lace on the top, but I'm trying to tie this blue in. So I think I'm going to have ribbon up there. Hey, Amy, how are you? But I tell you one thing, this blue looks so much bluer than this when I get in the house. So I'm not sure on that. We're going to come back to it though. Okay, so this is the little cup. So I'm going to glue, I think, a doily. Oh, that doesn't look that good on screen either on that. Let me check this blue here. Things look so much different. Well, you know what? I am going to go in and use that blue because this flower is so much bluer than the other things. So that way it'll bring some color back in. So on this flower, this is just a Dollar Tree flower. I'm going to pull the stem totally out. And do I want to glue it up here for some height? No, I think I'm going to glue that right here. Ooh. Okay, so now do we glue the cup with? No, I do not recommend gluing the cup with hot glue. I say glue it with some E6000 or something like that, or even super glue, because only the hot glue will, like as the weather change, will come right loose. Okay, so we got that on now. Then the next step, this is just like a candle holder or something that I bought. Paintings my mom and I went to a painting class at our local library. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a couple of the stems off and some of the flowers off of here. That flower would look good. And these little tiny pink ones would look nice. So and now these leaves are kind of large. So what I'm going to do is take my scissor and just cut them apart. Yeah, I think I like the leaves coming out of the cup better than because she's going to be like a little fairy in the forest. So I'm going to glue some leaves. I have to set this down because the laptop is flat on the table, whereas the other thing would have been up. I remember the older tour of your booth is getting something similar. Yes. So now I got those little leaves in there. I'm cutting a few more leaves apart because I want to stick a few more leaves on here. I'm going to stick some glue right there. And there you go. So now this is like a whole little vignette that's being created. Then I'm going to take these little pink flowers here and I'm going to cut these apart as well. So I've cut those apart and I think I'm going to glue a few of those. All of this is just like placement, and it's no right or wrong way to do the placement. Hey, I Spy Queen, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm going to glue those pink flowers like right there. And if you have all your materials together, this does not take a very long time to do. The next thing I'm going to do, kind of like this little green here. I see Joanne just sent me an email about going Friday. I hope she can still go. I'm going to take this one, and you notice I left a little bit of the stem on there. And I'm going to put some hot glue right on the stem and stick it right in there so it's kind of standing up. And then so it looked like, I really want her to look like she's in the forest. So I got another little piece of this greenery and I'm going to glue it up around the brim of the cup like. So I'm shaping this kind of like the cup and putting a little glue on there. Now I'm using hot glue. Again, I'd recommend you use something more like E6000, something a little bit more sturdy. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, hey, Gypsy Moon, what I'm going to do on this doesn't want to stay right with the hot glue. Going to take a couple more of these little pink flowers. And I'm going to glue them right here to hide that stem. Because the fabric part will stick pretty good. It's the wire on that stem is why that didn't want to stick. Okay. So now we got it looking like that. I try to get all of the background done first, and then I go back and add my, the little girl and all of that in there. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I already pre-tied this bow. It may be a little bit too big for it, but I shall see. On the handle, yeah, this is a little bit big. Just a minute, let me cut some of this off or break some off. Around the handle of it, what I'm going to do is tie this bow on the handle. And I'll hold it back up as soon as I get it tied around there. Okay, move out of the way. So only thing I'm doing while you don't see me is tying a knot around the handle. And then let me scoop this through the handle and then I'll hold it back up. Okay, so now it's looking kind of weird, but it'll come together. I'm going to take this ribbon because I don't like these loops this big. So what I'm going to do is this is wired ribbon. So I am going to crease the ribbon. So I'm creating 2 loops out of one bow, one side of the bow. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do anyway. Yeah, okay, so it's looking a little better now. It's coming down. And then this long streamers, just take your streamers and tack it down with some glue in a few spots. My fingers. Okay, I'll hold it back up in just one moment. Oh, that looks better like that if I pull that down there and pull that over there. Yeah, okay. I'll be holding it back up in just a moment. Yeah, I got the bow more like I found a better way, I think, for the bows. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Okay. So now what I'm going to do now is this long streamer here, versus cutting it off, I'm going to fold it up. Let me unfold it first and show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this one here and fold it around and make another loop. Can you see that? So it makes another loop. Let's stick that down. I don't know what we did before the hot glue gun. I really don't. Okay, so now, hey, Day Trip, how are you? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I do want this to be like, I got these pearls, so I got to use these pearls somewhere. So okay, I know. I'm going to start them. I'll hold it up in just one moment to show you. Y'all have to remember, I'm kind of winging this. I'm just going to drape these pearls loosely around there. Just in a couple places and maybe come back up to the top with them. So I'm just going to stick a couple little drops of glue to hold the pearls in place. I hate that I can't have the laptop working so y'all could really see more of what I'm doing. Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Okay, so now you can see how the pearls is looking on there. Then I need to cut those off. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the little girl. Nope, I want a little bit of purple. I like this color here. I just seen that on my table. So I want to stick. Okay, yeah. I'm going to take this. See, and that's the thing is you just look around on your table on the floor. And thank you. I'm glad you're doing good. And I'm going to stick this up here. I think this will look nice. So I'm going to stick that there to give this bow a little bit more. I'm going to stick that little lavender there. And then I see some little bitty pink ones on the table. See these little teeny pink ones? I just pull things off of everywhere when I'm working like this. These stems are kind of long. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to clip them shorter. I really almost just want the little bud part of it. So I'm going to stick those right in there, that one. And I'll hold that up. Hopefully you can see that. Stick that right in there. And then, so I can have some more of this blue color, I found these blue paper flowers on the floor. Were in a bag or something. Anyway, I found them somewhere. I put some glue on the back of there. And then I'm going to stick that right up here in the middle to bring some blue up there. But this needs something in the middle of this blue flower because it's just paper. And what do I have on my table? Found a pearl. So we're going to stick a pearl up in the middle of this blue flower. We had that little blue flower there, and I'm going to put some glue. And then I'm going to stick that pearl right up in the middle of that flower. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm okay with the little, you know, like she lives down in this little secret world of the teacup. Okay, so, but right here, now if you look right here, it looked like it needs something. See right up under that little hole there? So I need to find a little, oh, this is cute. This will work. So I'm going to pull that little greenery off there and see. Yeah, I like that up under there. So I'm going to put some glue. Oh, got glue on my fingernail instead. And I'm going to stick that right up in that little empty hole there. But I still think it needs a little color. Oh, got some little teeny tiny purple flowers, different from them other ones. So I'm going to stick a purple and a pink flower in there. Okay, let's stick one right here. And then we got a little pink one. Hey, Dee, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Just doing a quick project showing how I use broken teacups and so forth. Okay, so now the cup is all decorated. It looks as good from the front as it does the back. Then we're going to come back to the little doll that we started off with. And I want to make a little tiny bow right there. If I have some pink, do I have it? I don't see any ribbon on the table, okay? And one thing you have to learn to do when you're crafting is go with what you got, okay? So I'm going to take these little pink flowers that's on here. I've used a few of them already. So that's one. I'm going to cut off about 3 of them. Okay. And on her dress, right here on the front of her dress, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue. And I'm going to stick these little flowers right on her dress. 1 and 2. Because remember, I'm just trying to use everything that I already have. And then someone had mentioned making her an angel. I had these little tiny, tiny gold wing, well, they're actually butterflies. And I think they look great on her to make her a little fairy. So again, my trusty glue gun, put a little glue on her back and glue these wings on. But what I'm going to do with the wings, I'm going to bend them back just a little bit. Now that's her from the back, and there she is from the front. And remember, she had a bum foot, but now you don't even notice that her foot is kind of lame. And I am going to figure out where to put her. You know, I wanted to put her in the front, but it's so much going on that I think I'm going to see if I can put her back here somewhere. See, almost like she's living back in that little land of La La Teacup. Okay, so I think she looks good there. But to make this complete, it needs a purpose. So I had these little stickers that I thought would be nice. Well, they're not stickers. They're like punch outs. And it says, this is the day, these days he gives us true gift, blessings from today. So I'm going to take one of these sayings and put on this teacup somewhere. Which one do I like best? I kind of like this blank one here where I could put whatever I want to put on there, which would be really cute on there. Do I have a pen? Yes, I have a pen right here. What would be something good? Yay, all fixed. Yeah, kind of, sort of. We're kind of going for what I got. Okay, so let's go with, I like this one right here. I'm going to punch that one out. I guess this is like a sticker. No, it's just on paper. Okay, I'm going to use this one right here, but it's blank. And I think I'm going to write something on there. And I have this paper here, has a little tiny print on it. That's the same color as my teacup and saucer. So just to give this a little bit more body, I'm going to stick it onto there. And what would be something good to write on there? I don't know. Let's just go with faith or beautiful. Yeah, I'll use the word beautiful, Nancy. Beautiful. Okay, so what I did was just write the word beautiful. Blessed, be blessed. Thank you. And now I don't like that as much as I thought. It looks kind of plain. Okay, we want to go with one of these. This is the day. Yeah, I'm going to go with this is the day. That looks nice. But I'm still going to put it onto this little card, this card stock here. Hold up the creation. I'll hold it up in just one moment. Okay, so this is where we are right now. And I got to figure out where I want to put this. And this is just absolutely too large for it to me. That is just absolutely too large. So I'm going to cut it down smaller and smaller to get it the size I want it to be. Oh, I was wanting to see it to think of what to say on the paper. Oh, first I had done this, but I just didn't like that black on there. I wish I had used another color ink. So this one here says, this is the day. So that way you can say it's the day to do whatever you want. So I'm going to glue that like right there. Okay. Hey, Pam, how are you? Did you get my email? I did answer you. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Thank you. Okay, so now I want that to show. Okay. And now since she is, you know what? I know what. I got to take this one off. Don't be afraid to go back and just because you put something in, you're not married to it forever. You can always go in and take something off. Because I think I like her better over toward that side there. Hold on. Let's see here. Actually, I might like her like that. Yeah, I think I might like her like that. Hold, I'm trying to maneuver to see where I want her. So she looks cute like that to me over to the side, to this side here, because this side has so much going on. that this kind of balances out when you put her over to this side. And what I'll do, okay, I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of glue on her foot. But then, okay, just gotta hold that for just a moment there to get it in place. Oh, good. It got there safely. I'm always so worried when I ship something large. Okay. Now you notice this is a little off balance because on this side it has this blue here. So what I need to do, I do have some blue ribbon. So I'm going to tie a blue ribbon bow to put over on that other side. And that way the two colors it'll bring it back together to me. So I just tied a simple bow. No, I didn't make the doll. It came in a grab bag of things and her foot was broken. So I had to, I didn't want to like just toss her. So this was a perfect way of, what this blue even, hold on. Thank you, Gina Marie. Yeah, I think I like the blue up there too. I think that way it kind of like gives it a whatever look. Okay, so let me stick that right behind there and then I'll hold that up again. Okay, but you know what else is missing? This cup looks kind of plain up inside. Hey, how are you? So since I did use some pearls already, those little pearls, I have some of these pearls and whatever these little things are called. Oh, okay then, good. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take the glue gun and I'm just going to squirt some glue up in there random. And I'm going to throw some pearls right inside of there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them or not. See how I put them pearls in there? See if I have some more. I think it needs a few more. Okay, let me stick another glue stick in. Aren't glue guns amazing? No, I'm not in my shed, but I do have it clean. I'm ready to go. I was in the house packing some stuff, so I just stayed in here tonight. So I'm going to throw some more pearls back. Ooh, that's a silver pearl. I didn't know that. Okay. I have one pearl back there that's silver-like color. I don't know if you can see it. It looks kind of gray back up in there. So I don't like that showing. So I have this little, whatever this is. So I'm going to stick that over top of that gray looking pearl back there. So now you would never know that this was a messed up teacup. So this would look pretty in a bathroom or just sitting on your table or whatever. Or at my daughter's wedding, what we did, hey, Joanne, I seen your email come in, but I haven't read it. What I did at my daughter's wedding was something similar, but it was just flowers coming out of the cup, but we tied ribbons on the handle and we hung them from the pews at the church. So if you wanted to, I'm just going to tie a simple ribbon here. Okay, why aren't you tying? Okay, there you go. So now you could take this and hang it on the wall. Or if you have like a wardrobe in your room and something you don't use a lot, you could hang this from the knob. We are all ready to go and meet Nora. Yay, I'm glad. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll be getting up early Friday and head that way. So I think this turned out cute despite all my dilemmas of getting online today and keeping my internet up and working. This is it from the, and this is the back, well, side, and this is the back. Now, what I do sometimes, what you could do back there, if you didn't want this label showing, you could always, you know, if you want to be extra, or, okay, what is this right here? Let me see. Let me make a bow out of this, and I'm going to put a bow back there. Ooh, if I can get that off. Or, okay, boom, got a, what's this thing called? Doily. So I'm going to take this doily and cut it in pieces. And put that doily on the back of that cup if you wanted to cover up the label. But I kind of like it so people can see that this is really, if you want to be extra, right, extra. My daughters always say that, Mama, you're extra. But I think that turned out really quick. And this took less than an hour to make. And I literally made this from start to finish online today, live. And it took me 10 or 15 minutes. Only my second time to, I've been through Winston-Salem. I did end up going to the Ben's in Greensboro. So I am real excited about going, and hopefully it's a couple of other stores or something in that area. You know what else I think? Now that I'm looking at it this way, I think that just maybe one little pink flower in the middle of that blue, because that blue was kind of like just jumping out at you. But I was trying to balance it out with this blue one over here. And then this is the top view of it. So it looks cute from the top as well. So that's one way of using a teacup. Or, never been to the Ben's there, but I used to work at the Pottery Barn in Haynes Mall. And what I started off showing was what I done with this one here. So this could actually, you know, you could actually make it so you could hang it on the wall if you made it going up like this. But this have like a little gnome family. It has a little gravel, little walkway there. It has a little butterfly on a tree. Have the flowers over to that side, and this one has a cactus on that side. And I purposely made everything kind of oversized because I wanted my gnomes to look like they were magical. So that's just one way of using, you know, like things that like aren't perfect anymore, but you don't want to throw them out. And nobody would ever know that, you know, this cup had a big crack in it. That's one way. And next week, will everybody, I think probably everybody would have gotten their books that I mailed out. But even if you don't, next Tuesday, get you a book, a paperback book that you don't mind messing up, or it can be hardback, but you do have to remove the cover. And we're going to make one of these here next week. It doesn't have to be as ornate as this here, but this is one magazine, one book. And I'll show you the size of the book that I use. This is a Harlequin Romance with any paperback, but this size will do. And it's only a couple of folds. And if you want to get I'm going to give y'all homework. Can I see the fairy? Yes, I'll show it again. I'm going to give you homework for next week, okay? That's the teacher in me coming out. If you do have a magazine, mine are on the way in Atlanta today. Oh, okay. Okay. Take your magazine, take your paperback book and remove the cover. Leave the spine part on. Okay. So basically what you're going to do, this is the magazine here. I keep saying magazine, but this is the book. Remove the cover, fold it back and remove the cover back and front. And only thing I want you to do on every one of the pages, just fold a triangle. That's all you have to do. Okay. And just continue going and try to get that edge of the page as close as you can to the spine as you're folding. And you can do this while you're watching TV or anything, okay? So you would just continue folding all of your pages. So that way next week, if you have your pages folded back, you'll actually finish, next week. Okay, so what we did today was create this fairy garden. There's the front. And this is the side, one side view. I'm going to turn it all the way around. And then the front, well, the top of it looks like that. That's what my brother told me he wanted me to send him for Christmas, to make him some cookies. And then you can actually hang it if you wanted to. Am I going to put her up for sale? This one I cannot, because I can in a little bit, but I need to take it apart, pull the cup from the saucer. Usually I can pick this hot glue right or loose and glue it with some, actually, you know what I'll probably do is just shoot some E6000 around the edge, because this is like tight. Yeah, I will be putting her up for sale. Yes, Amy. So it's just a cute little idea, little stuff to do with trying to combine vintage and old and new, but also without throwing stuff to keep some things out of the landfill. Because this was such a beautiful cup. Dibs. Send me an email. My email address is right on the screen. Yeah, send me an email and I'll let you know. Yeah, so it's just a simple little project. Now, how many people think they can do this now? Show of hands. Let's see who can make one now. I don't see any hands yet going up. And also something else I'm going to be doing in January. Nancy, yeah. In January, what I'm going to be doing is having I will go back and watch. Oh, okay, Gina Marie. In January, toward the end of January, I'm going to have my first doll class online. Pam, good. I don't have a broken, you don't have to be broken. Don't even have to be a cup and saucer. You can use anything. Literally, you can do that with almost anything. But I'm having my first online live doll class. Yay! More and more hands. Good. Yay! I'm glad. And the class will cost, it'll be a live class. You'll need a password to get in once you pay, but it's only going to be probably like $20 for the class, and it will only be for 8 people each time. And I will actually send you a kit out. I have to watch from the beginning, but yeah, you could, Kathleen. Yeah, I could use a pretty plate too. Yeah, for a doll class, yeah. But I'll send you a kit out, and everything will be in the kit you need to make your doll. And we'll be making it together. So that's something to be looking out for. I've done online classes. I've done in-person classes for years and years. So this will be my first online class, though. So be patient with me on that. But I will send you a kit. You'll get everything you need, and you'll be able to see everybody's progress along the way. The only thing won't be in the bag will be some polyfill. So you would need to get your own polyfill, but thank you. But yes, a platter also looks nice. I've seen something on the floor I was going to show you. What did I see on the floor? Something I was like sparked my interest when I was talking. I don't know what it was though. Will it be Zoom? No, it's going to be actually, you'll get a password, you'll get a link for StreamYard, and it'll be on StreamYard. And I will do a sample to show what you're making, intro or a clear plate. You can use, like I said, almost anything. I seen something that I was thinking about, you could use would be pretty. When I was looking down at the floor, I don't know what it was though. But these, I'm just trying to share ideals that I think. So is it anything, a gravy boat under a plate? Yes. Or the other thing is, if you have one of those like clear cheese, like a wooden thing with the cheese cover over it. What is it called? My mind. To make a little vignette up under there, or a little fairy garden. And these ones right here, this one, like these little fairies came from the Dollar Tree. These little gnomes, excuse me. Yeah, they came from the Dollar Tree. And thank you. Can you show the book again? Which book? Which book, Julia? Oh, this book. Okay, yeah. So you just open up your book. Thank you for joining me, I Spy Queen. I appreciate it. You just open up your book and you take this and you fold the page all the way back like this. And what happens is, let me show you one. I think it's right over here. Let me see. I had one over here that I've already pre-folded. What did I do with this? I had it over here. Oh, yeah, right here. Hold on. I have it as just that I didn't want to knock anything over. Okay. This one only have one fold in it. Good night. Good night, Norma Jean. Look forward to seeing you Friday. Okay, this one I have folded all the pages. And what happens is, this one I did on my Christmas tree, I did one extra fold. This one I did not. Okay, this one is going to be flat on the wall. But what you would do if you wanted to make this round, because this was a bird cage one that I was following the tutorial on, you would just put a bunch of glue right down the spine and push this spine together. You do the same thing on the Christmas tree too. And then these pages would begin to flare out. But what else you can do, and that's what I was planning to do with this one, is to cut a little archway out right here to create a little door. And this I was going to paint one color, so it'll look like this is a little house, is what I was going to do with this one. And then, put a little person in the little door or whatever. Yeah. Pumpkins are good too. Yeah, I've done the pumpkin and then brush the edges with orange and stuff. So it's a lot you can do. And this is, paperback books are so cheap. So, yeah, so those are just some of the ideals and stuff. And then the other thing, what I'll do, let me pick one up. What did I do with it? Let me know if you want to see a tutorial on this. Let me see. I got to get one. Hold on. This is an old craft here, and I do have a video on my channel on how to make these. But let me know if you want to see a tutorial on something like this. This is just, this whole thing here costed like $3 to make. This is a splatter string from the Dollar Tree. And yeah, I've seen those ones with names and stuff. Can't do that. And this is a placemat that's just cut, and then just some flowers and ribbons and stuff. So if you want to see something like this, let me know, and I'll be glad to do another tutorial, an updated tutorial on this. This would have been pretty if you got a Christmas placemat and put holly or something all the way around the edge. I've been there, yeah. Them complicated designs, I can't do those. So anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I've been on for about almost an hour. Had a few hiccups starting off. I would love to do that, Nancy. I just don't know. Can you show the tree? Here's a tree, and it actually has, and my batteries on here. No, my batteries is in there. I actually have fairy lights on this tree. Here's the battery pack back here. And in between here has the fairy light, so this will light up. Hey, Dana Grace, how are you? Yeah, so next week, this is what we will do next week, is to make one of these trees. And it goes pretty fast. It is making the tree. Okay, I was saying do the one fold, but to make the tree, you actually have two folds. After you fold this one, then you fold again, kind of like making an airplane, kind of. So you just continue folding. Hey, Tanya, how are you? I'll show you. And I got your package ready to, it'll go out tomorrow. You'll get a, what is it? And always say, I don't say, always send a, tracking number stuff, but you can always go to your PayPal where you paid and you will see your tracking number. What we made this evening, Tanya, was this right here. Using a cracked teacup and saucer. And this is how it looks, and that's the top of it. Yeah. So again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. You know what I had brought in here? I totally forgot. For instead of the words, I wanted to use some of these Tim Holtz. I just seen those laying on my table. Like now and then kind of thing. Another day. Another day. Hi, Diana. I know you said this weekend, but I'm going to be meeting up Friday in Winston-Salem at the Benz. Yeah. And Joanne, I have your stuff in the car so I can bring it with me when we meet up. And I think that's about it. Everybody finished Christmas shopping or all you're going to do? And is it anything special while we're going on a big oh, you're welcome. Is it anything anybody's looking for you would like for us to be on the lookout for while we're in out and about thrifting all day long on Friday in Winston-Salem? I don't know what thrift stores are there or anything, but it's more than I have here, so I'm excited. You did? Good, I have it. Joanne, I guess you finished too, huh? So anyway, well, good night, everybody. It's right at an hour, and I do appreciate everybody joining me. And I will see everybody. Hey, Aaron, how are you? We're just about winding up. I'm already claiming, Nancy, that we're having fun and going to find some wonderful items. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I haven't been thrifting now in a whole real thrifting in over a month. So I'm real excited. Yep. So with that being said, good night, everyone. And thanks so much for joining me and your patience when I was having hiccups about getting on. Ooh, what's the word? Oh, I don't know why that's turned out like that. This computer's crazy tonight. I have to work Friday. Oh. Like I say, though, I watch now. Thank you. But if you live in the area, drive on over and meet up with us. The more the merrier. Hey, Randy, how are you? Yeah, we're winding up. We're saying our good nights. Good night. Great video. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. So I'll be ready to go to bed kind of early tonight. So good night, everyone. Bye-bye. And thanks again. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.